Diablo 4's holiday event is here. It is called the Midwinter Blight. So let me explain it to you and give sort of a review of what Diablo 4 is doing for their holiday season. Now, if you go over here, you're going to notice this weird kind of Christmas tree looking thing. This is what you get when you level up the event reputation all the way. I've got it maxed out, and that gives you the Midwinter event ward. When you click on this, it will give you a 6-minute buff, basically 20% additional damage to Blight Fiends, as well as the Red Cloaked Horrors, which is a reskin variant of one of the monsters. For they look Christmas themed, basically. Now, there are rewards that you get for doing this event, and I'll explain how the event works in just a moment. I'll just show you the rewards. First, if you go to the open event shop, you're going to notice a bunch of cosmetics. So this is very similar to other MMOs. This is Diablo 4's answer to a holiday event. They are going to give you cosmetics, which are limited time cosmetics that you can use to show off in the future that, yes, I did play during 2023. I got the winter cosmetic skin. Here it is, and it's a little memento for yourself, as well as you can kind of be a collector if you're into skin collecting, etc. That is the majority of the point of this, and this is fairly consistent with other MMOs. You go, you do a little thing, you get a little token reward. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Now, in terms of how the event actually logistically functions, you're going to go out to this purple area. It looks sort of like Hell Tides or the Blood Harvest area and functions very similar to the Blood Harvest. So you're going to go out here. You're going to see people called the Blight Fiends. You're going to kill them, and you're going to get Blighted Fragments. You then turn these Blighted Fragments in here to get the Midwinter Proofs, which are the currency you use to purchase cosmetics. So it's a very simple, go slay monsters, take your rewards, get the Midwinter Proofs, use the Midwinter Proofs to purchase things, as well as there's a new legendary aspect in the game. And how this one actually works is when you click on the ward and you get this buff, when you have this aspect enabled, every 30 seconds it cycles, there's 30 seconds of downtime, and then 12 seconds of bonus increased attack and movement speed, then 30 seconds of downtime, and it's around the dawn and the night theme. So when it's nighttime, it's 30 seconds of night, then you have 12 seconds of dawn, which is when you get your buff, and that's basically how this aspect works. In terms of length of the event, it's not going to take you too long, depending upon how fast you farm to actually get the reputation to 3. However, if what you want is all of these cosmetics, I would think this would take quite a bit of time, probably a couple of days of playing in order to acquire all of these cosmetics. A nice thing, however, is once you've completed the reputation to 3, which doesn't really take that long, then when you do your dungeons, at the end of the Nightmare Dungeons, drops with your equipment, there will be a Midwinter cache, and that cache will give you more Blighted Fragments, and again, you can turn those Blighted Fragments in for the Midwinter's Proof, which again, that is how you get your cosmetics. So you do not get stuck in a situation where you're forced to farm for 50 hours or something just in this purple region. You can actually still go about kind of your day and do the Nightmare Dungeon grind if you would like to. Now, in terms of my impression and opinion on this sort of thing, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be two types of people. There are the type of people that have maybe played a lot of MMOs, understand that these are probably temporary events, mostly just for the cosmetics. You can get off a checkbox, say, okay, I acquired the cosmetic, I played during this time, that's pretty cool, and you move on. And then there's going to be the people that say that this event is basically Blood Harvest all over again. And while functionally they're correct, and that basically is that, this is not in-game content. This is temporary content for 3 weeks. It's in the game in which you acquire cosmetics, and that is the point of the event. I think the coolest part in the event, however, and I don't want to spoil it, so don't worry, I'm not going to do a spoiler, but when you finish this here, you're going to get a good song. I won't play the song because it's really actually quite good, and I would like you to see it in the game for yourself, but when you complete Reputation 3, Gillian's going to sing you a song, and honestly, it's pretty good. It was enjoyable, and it kind of gets you into the theme of what's going on, and it was performed well, and I was like, oh, that's actually surprisingly good quality for the event. The rest of it is sort of your farming cosmetics. You're going to be doing things, you're used to doing. You're going to go slay monsters, which is sort of what we do in these types of games. And I don't think it's in-game content. I think people might judge it based upon in-game content because that's a lot of the conversation going on at the moment. But I think it's a temporary, fun event you do for a couple hours. You get one of the cosmetics. You have the nosh on your belt saying, I did it, I got this cosmetic, and then you move on, really. And I think that's just sort of what it's intended to be. So I'm not really going to do a whole 20-minute video or anything talking about well, they could do this and make this better and make this better. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's a small event, and that's basically the whole point of what it is. I liked getting a cosmetic. I'm pretty much done with the event. Got to Reputation 3. Thought, thumb up, cool song, Gillian. moving on. That's about it. Love you all. I'm going to go live now. Going to be playing Path of Exile today. As a matter of fact, we've been rocking this new league start. And if you want to see that progress, there'll be a link down below as well as the pinned comment, and I'll see you there.